Blindness in part has happened to Israel. Until, that word is crucial, until the fullness of the Gentiles comes in. There's a limit to this pause. There's an end to this gap. When God's purposes for the Gentiles are complete, the clock restarts. But here's what makes this gap so significant for us. And this connects directly to where we are today, and why today feels different from any other moment in history. We are living in the pause. Right now. Today. This moment. We're in the gap between verse 26 and verse 27. Between the destruction of Jerusalem and the final 7 years. Between the crucifixion and the tribulation. And here's what that means practically, because this connects to the urgency we should feel about our current moment. Every day of the church age is a day of grace, a day when the door is open, a day when anyone, Jew or Gentile, can come to Christ and be saved. The prophetic clock is paused, and that pause is mercy. But the pause won't last forever. Paul says it continues until the fullness of the Gentiles comes in. There's a number, a completion point, a moment when God says enough, and the clock restarts. And here's what makes the final week so sobering. Because when that clock restarts, we enter the 70th week. The 7 years that complete Daniel's prophecy and bring human history to its culmination. So what happens in that final week? What does Daniel tell us about those last 7 years? That's what we need to examine next. And here's what makes this so urgent. Verse 27 describes events that haven't happened yet. Events that will shake the world when they begin. Events that could start at any moment, now that the preconditions are in place. Daniel 9:27. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. This single verse describes the final 7 years of human history as we know it. And I need you to pay close attention to every detail, because this connects directly to everything in Revelation. Let's break it down.